Well, congratulations on the incredible film. I absolutely loved it. And it's a conversation starter, isn't it? Because I went to see it on my own, and I literally, on the way home, I was like, oh my God, my head's going to explode. I need to talk about this with someone. So I can't wait for everyone to see it. So what was it like to get into the headspace of those characters? And the story and the characters are all so complicated and layered. How did you approach getting into that, Julia?
It was pretty all-encompassing. I think the great thing about, in my opinion, a part like this, a piece like this, is that it's almost like a thing, like an astronaut suit. It's very specific, and you get into it, and you are in it, and then you get out of it.
Yeah.
It didn't have little lingering things that followed me around for the whole shooting process. It was very succinct as a work place.
Yeah.
Sounds like a good work-life balance.
Astronaut suit, I like it.
Yeah, that's a great metaphor. It sums it up perfectly. And I've heard you saying before that in your house growing up, you're massive fans of Julia, as everyone in the world is, of course. And I have to self-indulgently tell you a story from my house, which is like one of my best family stories, that me and my sister were once talking about the last scene in Notting Hill. We weren't watching it, we were talking about it. And my sister cried so much her contact lenses fell out. Oh. So I relate to the being like that. And we were like, oh my God, like, that's big feelings. But how did you feel when you found out you'd be working with Julia on this film?
I mean, incredibly excited and slightly nervous. I think like all jobs, but I felt really secure, like just instantly upon meeting her and feeling such a sense of like teamwork amongst all of us, really. But that as
good group.
Yeah, as soon as we all met, it was like, oh, okay, like we're in this together. And I think, I don't know, sometimes you have this idea of like, oh, you're gonna meet somebody who's a person in your mind for whatever reason, and I wonder how they're gonna approach the work or how they're gonna be, if there's gonna be distance. And it was like, no, we're all here to kind of like dig into the soil together, like, what is my weird metaphor now?
Farmers, astronauts and farmers.
Yeah. But it was great.
Yeah, and I mean, there is a lot of comparison between you guys online, lovely comparisons. What's something you learned working from each other? Like when you were working together, what's something you've learned from the other?
Well, just, you say the comparison thing, honestly, there's something about Ayo that is very familiar in terms of comforting to be in her space, but there's also, she does things that do remind me of myself, for better or worse. And I was not expecting to meet this young, talented, energetic, incredibly smart. I mean, she's facile and wise in a way that I never was at her age. I'll take my false teeth out now. But I just go, oh, I don't know. We have a very interesting relationship, Lady Ayo and Mateo.
I love the friendship. And Ayo, what have you learned from Julia?
I think a lot, but that is this like weird to say while you're here? Maybe.
Sorry, put you on the spot.
Okay, yeah, we'll both sort of go like this. But I think like just fullness of life and of being. I think like, yeah, you approach the work with all that, sure, absolutely, but that like in your life when you are with people, like that you treat them as full human beings and you just try your best to do that, to imbue humanity. I think it's a very important, beautiful thing that, I don't know, I feel like when I watch, I go like, oh, I hope that I can do that I can be that and practice that. Yeah.
That's such a lovely, sorry to put you on the spot there, rather.
Thanks, Tilly.
And Julia, safe to say you're definitely a Luca Guadanino fan. We've seen you wearing knitwear with his face on. 2 questions from that.
I also have an Ayo sweater and an Andrew sweater and a Mike
Michael
Stuhlbarg vest
and a
and a Chloe sweater.
Okay, so question 1. How can we get these? That's brilliant. How did
Twin
that
ship.
come about?
It's
Twin
the sweater
ship?
line twin ship.
Great. Okay. Brilliant. And what was it like?
Yes.
I feel like you have not
The
said
things that I do in the 27 and a half minutes we were separated in the night.
Yeah.
Frantically getting jumpers commissioned.
Well,
And what was it like arriving on set with Luca? Because I've heard he's just the most amazing guy to work with.
He's
and so,
amazing.
Yeah.
He's a magical creature. There is no one like Luca Guadanino.
Yeah.
And one of the truly, I think, extraordinary things about Luca is that he is the most consistent person.
yeah.
Morning, noon, and night, at my kitchen table, on a sound stage, at the dinner table. He is the same radiant, energetic, interested, curious, wonderful, intelligent person. He is, I've never seen Luca have a bad day. But it's so earnest, it's so deeply true who he is. He's extraordinary.
And I feel like that comes across in his films because they're all so, you could see it without knowing it was his and be like, yeah, that's a Luca Guadagnino film. So the classic question, I'm not going to ask you this question, but if you could have a dinner party with anyone, who would you have it with? I think, again, sorry to put you on the spot, I'd pick both of you. You'd be at my dinner table. And then I think we'd go for karaoke. So I want to know, if we went to karaoke right now, if you're up for it, I'm keen. What would you sing? What's your karaoke song?
Yeah.
Fantasy karaoke song? Like, meaning you could pull it off?
Yeah.
I was like, ooh, fantasy.
Tina Turner.
That's a good
Proud
one.
Mary.
That's a good
Right.
one.
Yeah.
Were you going to say it?
What?
Roll in. Were you just suddenly like feeling it?
I mean, not no. Yeah, I think it depends. It depends on the room and like what the room needs.
Why are you feeling a ballad moment?
And what
coming
type?
on?
Well, what type of icebreaker does the room need? Like,
Okay.
is it a room where it's sort of like we have to start with like a little more populist feeling, like we start with the Spice Girls, or we start, you know what I mean? Or is it a room where it's like, oh, everybody needs to know that they can be a freak, so then we do kind of like a little bit of a deeper cut.
Okay.
Yeah. I like karaoke.
This is an analysis.
It's a personality flaw for sure.
Don't go chasing
enjoy
waterfalls.
Karaoke that much. Well, don't. You have to stick to the rivers and lakes that you used to. You must. You simply must.
All right, well, that feels like a great place to end. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So nice to meet you. I really am such a fan.